Good morning, forensic students. It's Mr. Barone. It is April 15th at about 10:30 in the morning. Like I said, as a science teacher, I'm only supposed to be posting on Mondays and Wednesdays. So I'm going to post the next phase of our ballistics and firearms project. I'm going to give you guys a few announcements and some reminders, and that should do it for today, okay? So first and foremost, the biggest announcement is a reminder that this assignment here, which should be the second assignment from the top of your feed, it says online learning guided notes for ballistics and firearms. It got cut off a little bit there. That is due today at midnight. So you're down to a little bit more than 12 hours left to finish that. I have a number of you guys who've turned it in already in either period 2 and period 9, but it is due tonight at midnight or else it's late. So just as a reminder of what it looks like and what you should be doing with it. Okay, let's see if that's going to stay there. So what that looks like is there are 3 items that are part of this assignment. First of all, you have 2 different sources of Chapter 17. You have the whole book that is pretty high resolution, nice and clear, but you have to deal with all of the pages. So you have the whole forensics book or you just have Chapter 17. Either way, you need to go to Chapter 17, whether you use just Chapter 17 or you go to the whole book and sort of turn to Chapter 17. You need to use this book, go to Chapter 17, and you're going to fill in the guided notes. Okay, so you click this, and what it looks like will be a section by section. It will follow Chapter 17 in the book, and you're going to have to find key vocab, define key vocab. You're going to have to summarize and make some connections. Basically, you'll go from the start of Chapter 17 to the end of Chapter 17, following along the guided notes, and you'll fill this in. That is due today at midnight, okay? In addition to that, you also have now, which I just posted just a few minutes ago, you have the second part of this project. So assuming that you will turn in the first part of this project by midnight tonight, when you do that, you are done with the first half of this project and you're going to turn your attention to the second part of this project, which are the additional activities. So the thought here between Mr. Telesco and I is that, okay, you read the book, you know the basics about ballistics and firearms. Now we're going to let you guys sort of dig into a project of your choosing. And within this part of the assignment, which is going to be due not this Friday, but next Friday, April 24th at midnight, you're going to be able to open this up, and you're going to have a menu of options, just like you did for the last project in drugs and toxicology. But instead of choosing 3, we've scaled it back. We realize you guys have a lot going on. You have a lot on your plate. So we're only going to ask you to choose 1 project, but we really need you to do a good job on it. Okay, so you have, like last time, a menu of choices. And then you also have the actual spot in which you will write your 1-page response. So very quickly, let's see if I can go through, see if this follows here. I don't believe it's going to be able to sort of follow me here. But if you do, when you click this, yeah, I'm getting a notice that Screencast is recording a tab in the background. So you may not see this. I'll find out when I make the video. When you click this, you will have a number of project choices, right? It's you can watch a video on the history of firearms and choose 2 firearms and sort of discuss the technical aspects of how they're different, how they work. You have a video on the JFK assassination that you can watch and respond to. There's a couple of podcasts that are posted about different cases that have used ballistics to help solve them. You also have a forensic files video. It's an older video from like the late 90s or early 2000s where a crazy freak accident happened at a shooting range and they used ballistics to help solve the crime. So you can watch that. Whichever one you choose, on this page, there's a description of what the project will entail and what you have to write about in your 1-page response. So you have to do 1 of these 6 or 7 projects that Mr. Telesco and I have listed on this project list. Pick whichever one interests you the most, read it, watch it, listen to it, whatever it is, and then write whatever it says to write about over here. This is where you write your 1-page response and you turn it in, okay? So it's as simple as that. Choose one of these projects that interests you, watch the video, listen to the podcast, read the article, and then write your one-page response over here. One thing is it says that it has to be one page double-spaced, meaning in order to get full credit, you must go on to the second page. As you start typing, you'll start to fill in that box. You have to go on to the second page in order to get full credit, or else we'll deem it too short. Okay, so that's the second part. One little side note about this, if you want to do more of these, some of these are really interesting. And if you find it kind of interesting and you want to do some extra credit, if you do extra activities, you put them over here underneath your first response. Just sort of hit enter a few times and start a second response and say, Mr. Barone, I'm starting an extra credit one. So you start it right under here, and you're welcome to do more of these activities. And what we'll do is we'll count it towards missing work and missing assignments towards the third quarter. Okay, that's our deal to you. And we'll work that out individually as you guys choose to do the extra credit individually. All right? And last but not least, the office hours. As a reminder, the third part of this video, as an announcement, if you will, is a reminder that I hold office hours Monday through Thursday. So if you ever have any questions, if you're not sure what you have to do in terms of the project, or if you want to talk to me about something that's going on because you're having a hard time keeping up with the work, all you have to do is email me, or you can jump into my office hours. And I've given you guys 2 times here that work in my schedule currently. I'm up early. I'm at my computer all morning. But right around after lunchtime, my wife and I sort of switch here because we have to watch our son. So I'm usually good until about 12:30, 1 o'clock. So here are my office hours. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, opposite the Mondays and Wednesdays where I post assignments, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, they're my later afternoon office hours from 12:30 to 1 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. All you got to do is click this link and join the call either via video, just audio, or you can even use your cell phone just to call in through audio. All the instructions are there when you click this link, and you'll be in my office hours. I'm there at 12:30 to 1. If that doesn't work for you, or if you like doing something in the morning, or if something else comes up and you need to get a hold of me on a Monday or a Wednesday, I am here. You click this link at 9:30 to 10. I will be monitoring and holding those office hours from 9:30 to 10 on Mondays and Wednesdays. You click the link and you follow those instructions. If you click the link outside of those time periods, there will be no one there. I will not be holding the office hours. I'm the sort of coordinator, so you'll click the link and no one will be there. If you click the link during those corresponding times, it will look like I'm not there, but it will be. It'll say Mr. Barone is there, but you'll see no video and no audio because I usually have my camera muted and I have my camera off and my voice and sound muted because usually no one's been showing up. So while I'm holding my office hours, I'm usually doing some other work and listening to some music and whatnot. So if you join the office hours during that time period and it says I'm there but you don't see me, just give me a yell, say, hey, Mr. Barone, it's this student, I'm here. I just had a couple quick questions. I'll come over and I'll unmute my microphone and I will turn on my video and I'll say hi and we'll chat. All right, so that was it. You have a project. The first half of the ballistics project is due at midnight tonight. The second part of the project is due next Friday at midnight. And then I reminded you guys about my office hours. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to email me or join those office hours and ask me in person. And like I said, I look forward to reading your work. All right, guys, have a great day.